Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the hidden rules of our everyday language, the kind of stuff we use all day, every day, without even noticing.
Okay, let's kick things off with a super simple sentence. Go ahead and read it. Looks pretty normal, right? But imagine you just overheard this snippet of conversation totally out of the blue. Would you have the faintest clue what was actually going on?
Probably not. On its own, that sentence is basically meaningless. It's a mystery, and we're going to figure out exactly why.
I mean, think about it. The sentence is just bursting with questions. Who is you? What on earth is it? Whose tomorrow are we talking about? And where exactly is here? Without more information, these words are just empty placeholders.
Every single one of those mystery words is actually doing the exact same job. It's pointing at something. It's like an invisible gesture that we make with our language. And we do this constantly, probably thousands of times a day, without ever thinking about it.
And this whole idea has a name, a bit of a fancy one. It's called Deixis. That's Deixis. It's just the technical term for how we use words to point to people, places, and times, and how those words get their meaning from the real-world situation. This concept, this is the key to our whole puzzle.
So how does this actually work? Well, it turns out there are three main ways we point with language, and we can use our original sentence to see every single one of them in action.
First up is person Deixis. Now, this is the one you're probably most familiar with, even if you didn't know its name. It's how we point to the people and things involved in a conversation. Think pronouns.
So if we look back at our sentence, you is pointing to the listener, she is pointing to some other person, and it is pointing to an object. All of them are totally dependent on the context of who is talking to whom.
Next, we've got spatial deixis, and as the name suggests, this one is all about location, location, location. These are the words we use to point to places relative to where we are.
The word here is the absolute perfect example. Here, for me, right now, is a completely different place than here for you. It's a moving target that's always centered on whoever is speaking. Words like there, this, and that all work the same way.
And finally, there's temporal deixis. So we don't just point to people and places, we also point to moments in time. We use words to anchor what we're saying to right now.
The words today and tomorrow in our sentence only make sense because we know when the sentence was spoken. I mean, think about it. What was tomorrow 2 days ago is actually yesterday now. It all depends on your point in time.
So here's the takeaway. These three types, person, spatial, and temporal, are almost always working together. They weave this kind of shared map of who, where, and when that lets us understand each other without having to spell every little thing out.
Okay, so this is some pretty cool linguistic theory, but why does it actually matter? Well, because deixis isn't just some weird little quirk of language. It's actually the invisible glue that holds our conversations together. It's fundamental. I mean, just try to imagine for a second, if you couldn't use words like I, here, or now. What if every single time you mentioned a person, or a place, or a time, you had to use its full, specific name? It would be absolutely exhausting.
And this comparison just says it all, doesn't it? On one side, you have a quick, easy, natural sentence. On the other, you have this clunky, robotic thing that sounds like it's from a legal document. Deixis is what lets us take these amazing shortcuts, relying on the shared world around us to make our conversations fast and fluid.
So the next time you ask someone to pass that over here, you'll know you're using this incredibly powerful linguistic tool. Deixis is proof that so much of what we communicate isn't just in the words themselves, but in the world we share when we say them. It really makes you think, how much of your day is actually built on just pointing?